Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. I'm Cynthia Aguilar. I'm the Parks and Recreation Director for the City of Phoenix, and we're so happy that you could be here with us on this beautiful afternoon. I'd also like to especially thank our young people who are here from the Sunny Slope neighborhood and the Sunny Slope Youth Center. If we could give them a hand. Thank you especially for staying and joining us with this exciting celebration today. I want to let you know and actually thank Nancy Lieberman Charities in partnership with Sport Court, who has teamed up the Tiger 21 Scottsdale Phoenix group to gift this court that we're standing and sitting on to the Phoenix community. So thank you so much for your generosity. As many of us are aware and can certainly relate, historically sports have served as a unifying force regardless of race, color, where you come from. Sports has allowed us to see past our differences and to achieve a common goal, overcoming adversity. Outwardly, sports affect our community, allowing families and spectators alike to connect in ways we could never imagine. I'd like to recognize Mayor Kate Gallego, who's with us today. Thank you for joining us, Mayor. I'd also, the team that you see to my right here they're all going to be speaking, so I won't go through everyone, but I also want to acknowledge Phoenix Councilwoman for District 3, which this park is located in, Councilwoman Debra Stark. And many others who you will hear from, including Nancy Lieberman herself. But we will get started with our Phoenix Mayor, who's been a great champion of Phoenix Parks and the Sunny Slope community, Mayor Kate Gallego.
Thank you, Cynthia. I think Devin Booker and Diana Taurasi better watch out. Nancy Lieberman is on the court today. We are so thankful to Nancy Lieberman and all of the partners who have come together to make today possible. Nancy, you could do anything with your amazing talent, and the fact that you are investing in our young people and public safety relationships is incredible. This court is an opportunity for our young people to develop friendships, talents, perhaps a career path. It's a chance for them to connect with our public safety officers in a fun way where you can really get to know each other and have a great time. So to the Sunny Slope community, I know you are going to enjoy this gorgeous court. I want to thank our team who has made it possible and worked together. I want to welcome our many city employees, but our Deputy City Manager, Inger Erickson, is here with us today. Thank you. I'm thrilled to be with our police chief and my great council colleague, Councilwoman Debra Stark, who worked so hard on behalf of her district. She worked to help this park get the name of Winifred Green, who is one of the legacy community leaders who helped build this city. So a bunch of incredible women have come forward to make today possible. We are proud to be a park city. Our voters are strong fans of parks. A little bit exciting fact, since we're after an election, 83% of our voters voted in favor of allocating sales tax dollars to make sure that we invest in our parks. And that is the kind of bringing people together that we love about Phoenix Parks and our community. We have more acres of parks than any other city in the United States, and we are going to keep celebrating and investing. We have more than 41,000 acres of desert parks and mountain preserves, 185 parks, and 227 basketball courts, although this one maybe has a little bit of bounce that's a little bit special. And it really is a pleasure for us to have such an accomplished athlete who cares about bringing community together to lead us in this investment. We hope it is the start of an incredible partnership. Nancy has worked all over the country. This is not court number one, and she will have a chance to talk about that amazing legacy, but I'm certainly grateful as mayor that she has come forward to partner in such a special area of the city of Phoenix. So thank you to everyone for joining us for today's incredible opening.
Thank you, Mayor, for your remarks today. I'd now like to introduce District 3 Councilwoman Debra Stark. Thank you.
I'm to lower it because I'm the short one. I'm just so excited about this. I can't tell you. This is a special park Winifred Green is a special lady, and she's done so much for Sunny. So, you know, Mayor, we've been here now 3 times in the last couple years. First, we were here for the grand reopening of the park where we had the new equipment. And then we had a big event in the teen center where we got a lot of cool, great entertainment from a TV show, and we've got a beautiful mural in there. And I got the chance to see Michael redesign the rock garden in the back of the teen center. You have a very talented son. And now we're here, and this is wonderful. I can't tell you how excited I am to see this, to see all my constituents go Sunny So. I gotta tell you, it just always makes me happy to see you smiling faces. And Nancy Lieberman, thank you. You are just a gift to our city. I can't thank you enough. This is really special. And we're glad to have you coach. Maybe you can teach the sons a thing or two about winning, please? Please? But it is great to be here, and I love what you're doing for our community. And I'm glad this is the first one in the city of Phoenix. I have bragging rights now. So thank you again. I appreciate it. Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you, Councilwoman Stark. This Dream Court serves as not only a safe place to play and make new friends, but to also strengthen their bond and build trust in our community, and especially with our police department. And so with that, I'd like to welcome Chief Michael Sullivan, who will say a few words. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you. I want to start off by thanking all the partners that made this happen. I might be the only police chief in America who has opened 2 of these courts in 2 different cities. In 2017, in one of the previous cities that I worked in Louisville, Kentucky, there was a court that was dedicated that day, and it had a little bit of something that connects to Phoenix. It was dedicated to Muhammad Ali, who we all know has a very, very strong tie to Phoenix. I had the privilege of attending his services when he passed away. And Lonnie Ali, his wife, walked up to the microphone in front of 20,000 people and said, when a cop and an inner city kid talk to each other, miracles can happen. If you know the story, Muhammad Ali had his bike stolen. And when his bike was stolen, he went to a local policeman and said, I'm going to whoop the thief if I ever catch him. And the policeman took the time to ask Muhammad, Cassius Clay at the time, do you know how to fight? And invited him to a local gym and mentored him. And just a few years later, he won Golden Gloves and then a gold medal and went on to be the worldwide icon that he is. This court is that opportunity for the police here in Phoenix. This is an incredible opportunity. Thank you for making this opportunity available for us to be able to engage with the next generation. And this is a great day for Phoenix. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Sullivan. Also, if we could give a special round of applause to all of our law enforcement partners who are with us today. We naturally have Phoenix Police, and we have our own Phoenix Park Rangers who are with us today. So thank you for the work you do to support us. Nancy Lieberman Charities has over 100 Dream Courts nationwide. We'd like to thank our great partner, Sports Court, and all the installers' hard work for making courts like these possible. If we could please give a round of applause to the Sport Court installer, Mike Fox, and his team for making this court so beautiful. I'd also like to especially thank the Phoenix Parks and Recreation team who helped with this project since its inception. That includes Todd Shackelford, Danielle Poveromo, Adam Waltz, and Tony Salinas, just to name a few. Thank you for your work on this. Naturally, we would not be here today if it wasn't for the generous community supporters, people who believe in our children and our residents, and the equality and inclusion sports can bring to our youth. If you could please welcome the chairman of the Scottsdale Phoenix Tiger 21 group, Steve Schmitz, to say a few words.
This is a great event. My only question of the chief, I've heard that Muhammad Ali story. Did he ever catch the kid that stole his bike? I don't know. I don't think he did. But no, it's great to be here. I have the great pleasure of leading a group, local group here, the chapter of Tiger 21, which is comprised of successful business people and investors, and a lot of people who came from poor backgrounds, started out with nothing. Maybe they had a basketball court or a football field, and maybe they learned about sports. And what's so exciting for me is we ran across, Nancy, we have a Tiger groups all around the country, and our group in Dallas was the first Tiger group to do one of these, and they introduced me to Nancy, and I got inspired, and my great friend and colleague Alan Goldman, sitting out there, says to me, hey, maybe we should do one of these. I'll put in some money. I said, well, I'll put in some money. And we went to the rest of the guys, some of which are here today, and I think we raised some money in a couple of weeks, Nancy. I mean, it was really, really, really intriguing, because this is something that everyone believed in. Everyone has their favorite charity and they write checks, but this is something that we can touch and grab a hold of, and it's changing people's lives. And if I wasn't so happy being me, I'd love to be one of you kids, because what this is, and Nancy's going to stand up here and tell you why it's called a dream court, but this is a court where you can not just play basketball, but you can have dreams. You can have dreams about what you want to be, right? And you can learn people skills and social skills and leadership skills, how to interact with the police that are here to protect us all, doing a great job. And you can come here and dream about what you want to be in life. And maybe you want to be a policeman. Maybe you want to be police chief. Maybe you want to be the mayor. Maybe you want to own a candy factory someday that just makes chocolate candy, and you get all the free candy you can have. There's some smiles over there because of that one, right? And so what's really cool is the integration of not just playing basketball, but of what life is all about. And so I'm excited for that. And it was great to see all these resources come together. Thank you, Nancy, for your inspiration, and everyone who's here. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Steve, and to all the members of the Tiger 21 group who are here today and supported this project. I know the community appreciates your work. I would now like to introduce the founder of Nancy Lieberman Charities. She's a basketball Hall of Famer and a two-time Olympian. She became only the second female assistant coach for an NBA team when the Sacramento Kings hired her. And in the Big Three, where she currently coaches, she achieved another milestone as the first woman to win a championship as the head coach of a men's professional team. She's a philanthropist and social activist. Please welcome Nancy Lieberman.
So before I start my remarks, I want to bring up a friend of mine who y'all know. She's the head coach of the Phoenix Mercury. I'm so young. I used to call her games when she was in college at Stanford. This is the cool thing about sports. You never know how you're going to reconnect with people, and we're one. And so I would like to bring up my friend, somebody that I admire very much, Vanessa Nygaard.
Hi, everybody. Hi, kids. How y'all doing? All right. I'm so excited to be here today. You know, Phoenix is a basketball city. We are a basketball town, and this is one of our Phoenix Mercury players, drafted in the first year of the league. And at what, I won't say what age, right? 39 drafted. Same age as Diana, a little bit younger. But member of our community, member of our basketball family here, and has a heart in our community. And I don't think you all appreciate, and we haven't really recognized the fact that this is Nancy Lieberman. She's in the Basketball Hall of Fame. So you don't run into a Hall of Famer every day. You probably never will again. Nancy was a tremendous, tremendous player. And what's really amazing is how she's continued to use basketball, her love for the game, to give love to others. And you can love basketball, but to be able to take basketball and give that love to other people, this court is love. This court is a community. This court is hope. And I played on a court like this when I was a kid. I never played indoors. Most kids get a chance to play indoors. I never played indoors. I know Nancy never played indoors when she was a kid either. And I just believe that this space is love, and it is beautiful that a person who's accomplished so much in their life has decided to continue that gift of basketball with the love of these courts. And we are blessed to have it. We are happy to have you as a member of our Phoenix basketball community, a member of the Phoenix Suns and Mercury family, and we are happy to celebrate this court, and we look forward to continuing that partnership. Thank you, Nancy.
Wow, how sweet is that? It's nice when your own says such wonderful things about you. So let me start at the top here. Mayor Kate, thank you. Thank you for everything you've done for this city. Thanks for taking time out of your day to be here. Cynthia, thank you for emceeing this event today. For our council people, for Vanessa, it means so much to me personally that you would take time out of your day. Everybody's busy. We know this. And Chief, let me just kind of go on what you said about Muhammad Ali. Those of you who don't know me, and I'll get to it in my remarks, but Ali was my lifelong friend. It's incredible for me to be able to say that. We did a dream court for him here in Phoenix, and then we did one in Louisville for him because I love that man and I miss that man more than I can ever describe. He was side by side with me from the time I was 19, 20 years old until the day, we buried him and we were at the funeral together. So I know what he's done to change the world. And actually, I just want him to be proud of me every single day. And he has been such an influence to me in love, as Vanessa said, in kindness and caring. Give more than you take in life. Make sure you're giving the next generation the vision, the roadmap, so one day they're standing here at a park in Phoenix and they're giving something back to a community that has served them. And that really was a product of what Muhammad Ali did for me. So I did not know you were at both, and I'm very thankful that you were at both. And I did leave a message for Lonnie Ali today because I knew she would be really proud that we're back here in Phoenix. I have a home here in Phoenix. I pay your taxes. I'd like to talk to you about that kind of when we get done with this. But I love it here. I think I got a home here in 2005. So I love it. And Vanessa knows better than anything, no matter how great you are or what it says on paper, you can't win without great teammates. And you have to have people that are willing to be a part of something special. When Tiger 21 agreed to do our court in Dallas, I was thrilled because everybody in life's about duality, up, down, left, right, I can, I can't. And they said yes. They attached their yes to my yes. I would like to do this. And then to be able to pick up the phone and to talk to you, Steve, and your group, everybody, if you're with Tiger 21, can you just raise your hand so I know where you are? Thank you. God has blessed you in so many ways, and myself and everybody here. And what you're doing, this court will be here long after we are not. But our legacy is not about us. Our legacy is about what we leave behind for other people. So then you have the responsibility of taking care of this court in this city and being proud of what we have. So I am so deeply grateful to my Tiger 21 family. I hope that this is not a one and done, that we can find other areas, that Chief and Mayor Kate, that they need us. And really to all the police officers here, thank you. Thank you so much for what you do on a daily basis. You're indispensable to us. We pray for you. We pray for your health, your safety. And I don't know how many of us get up each day, having to deal with what you do on a daily basis. So for all the police officers here, Amy, thank you. It means a lot. I was mentored in New York by police officers, and they were very good to me. And so I do appreciate what you do. And we're very thankful for this partnership. And kids, it would make me happy if when you see a police officer, give them a high five, say, what's up? Say hi, smile at them. My smile makes you smile. It doesn't cost anything. Just know they're husbands and wives and partners. They're aunts and uncles. They have dogs. They have cats. They're human beings. And if you go up and you see an officer, say thank you. Or, hey, let's do something together. Build that relationship. We don't live in a perfect world, but we live in a great world. and we get to determine probability and outcome and how we choose to interact with one another. Like Vanessa and I never had the pleasure of being teammates on the court, but we're teammates in life. This game is a melting pot, and you can't pull us apart. We're here for one another. And when she says that I'm a part of the Phoenix Mercury family, do you know what that makes me feel like? And I've had a lot of nice things said to me in my life. That makes me melt. Because at the end of the day, we all want to be loved and cared for. We all want somebody to remember what we did. And hopefully we did things that are right. Phoenix took a 39-year-old rookie, right? I wish I had my prime. But I love this game so much that I was willing and wanting to come out here to train, to be in shape, because I waited all those years for a league for women, a league that could represent what we look like, a league that would give us satisfaction as professionals to write on that form, occupation, professional basketball WNBA, because we never had that before. My generation hoped, Diana Taurasi's generation expected. Today, young girls expect to have a WNBA. They expect to play in front of millions of people on TV, play around the world. That's something that we should have. We've worked a long time. This thing didn't happen overnight. Is it 27 years of the WNBA? As I was, driving by, I was thinking, man, I can't believe it's 27 years. And Phoenix was one of the best, one of the first. And you took me in with open arms. I showed up in Phoenix with a 3-year-old little boy, TJ. And Dave, who worked in the security office when you pull into the arena. I was in practice, Cheryl Miller was coaching, and TJ needed his diaper changed. And I was running a drill, didn't have time to change my kid's diaper. So you know who did that? The security guard would take TJ in the old practice facility, I guess it's now remodeled, and he would take care of my kid. People just rallied around, helping me be a mom so that I can still play, that I could still love, that he could experience what his mom did for a living. So I'm very grateful to this city, to this town, and now that Vanessa has kindly, acknowledged me as a part of this family, it means a lot to me, so thank you. Park and Rec, City of Phoenix, thank you. For the media that has come out here, thank you so much for caring enough to hear our story. Tracy Choate, thank you. Thank you for being here, for everything that you do. She has worked with everybody who has had something to do with this, including Mike Fox and Sport Court and everybody. Right there, that's the real MVP. I just got on the plane with her today, but thank you so much. I do have some friends here that I would like to acknowledge. I would like to acknowledge Andy Graham. Andy, where are you, buddy? With Lucio, one of my partners, one of the most brilliant young people that I know. Christina Jones. Christine, I don't know if she has made it here yet. Mayor. Chief. Really? Okay. I want to talk to you about my tickets on 51, a couple I've had recently. Again, that'll be a sidebar. I'd like to acknowledge another friend of mine, Tim Coggins. I hope Timmy's here. If he is, if he's not, I have a lot of friends in Phoenix. And Cynthia Lemon. Cynthia, where are you, baby? Right there. That is the wife of the late, great Meadowlark Lemon, who's a dear friend of mine. Who, again, love is love is love. And thank you for being here with us. And I would be remiss if I didn't say anything about our friend Brittany Griner, okay? What's happening to Britt should never happen to anybody. So it's almost a helpless feeling, right? So what I would ask is that when you have quiet time, just pray for her. Just keep her in your thoughts and prayers, because prayers are things, and thoughts become things. And the power of prayer is really important. And she needs to know how much she's loved, how much she's missed, because I don't even want to imagine what her days are like. You know, I don't even know. I wrote her a letter a couple months ago. I don't even know. I hope she got my letter. But she's part of our family. She's part of our community. And she's in a situation that is horrific. And I didn't want to open this court and this celebration without acknowledging one of the really nice people in life, one of the great players who has represented this community, represented our Olympic team. And she could use, she could use positivity right now. Okay? So please, if you would do that for me, it would mean the world. Okay, so those of you who know me, some of you don't know me. I was a poor kid growing up in New York City. I had no father, I had no food, I had no heat, I had no electricity. We were one grandparent away from food stamps. I led a very angry childhood. I got tired of people telling me, you can't do this. You're not smart. You're never going to make anything of yourself. Girls don't play sports. You're a tomboy. What are you doing? I got tired of that. I was in fights every day. I was in fist fights every day. Don't do that. I know where you live. Do not do that. You lead with love. Okay? Everybody here is loving on you because this is your park. But I was angry. It wasn't until I fell in love at 10 years old with the heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali. I saw him on TV. He said, I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest of all times. I'm too pretty not to be the champion of the world. I am the greatest. And I was like, I'm going to be the greatest. I was 10 years old. How many of you are 10 years old? Close? All right, 10 years old. I went into the kitchen. I saw my mother and I said, I'm going to be the greatest of all times. I'm going to knock you out. She goes, I am your mother. I said, I'm going to knock you out in 2 rounds. I don't know what I'm going to do to him. She goes, him's your brother. I said, he's in trouble. I said, I am going to make history. I'm going to be the greatest basketball player of all time. I ran in my room and cried. I have no clinical reason for my outburst in my kitchen in Far Rockaway, New York, but I knew I was onto something. The something that I was onto, I read everything I could about Muhammad Ali. I was determined to change my life's path. We didn't have Title IX. We didn't have gender equity. We didn't have the Phoenix Mercury. But I had a hope and a dream. Sometimes you just need a hope and a dream. I get a college scholarship. I go to Old Dominion University. I couldn't believe this poor kid who needed to go to college. I needed to get out of my hood. And basketball changed my life. It put me around people that didn't look like me. I was around Black people, white people, brown people, straight people, gay people, Asian people. It didn't matter. It just mattered that we were friends. And when we got on the court and we were a team, we were destined to win because we had to make each other better. So we win back-to-back national championships at Old Dominion. I'm asked my senior year to go to the New York Stock Exchange. There's a fundraiser for the Olympic team. I'm two-time player of the year in college basketball. I'm fake feeling good about myself. I'm still damaged. Okay, I couldn't have said this to you 30 years ago. I was damaged. I was hiding behind being Nancy Lieberman and everybody kind of kissing my behind and telling me how good I was, but I was broken. I'm going up the escalator with my mom and my best friend Barbara. And I said to the guy from the stock exchange, who's the other athlete here? They said Muhammad Ali. And I'm like, he's here? Like Muhammad Ali is here? And they said, yeah, we're going in the room. And then the door opened. It was like that Oprah moment. Huh? And there was like this glow over this guy. There was no glow. I just made that up. But it made the story sound good, right? Okay. So I walk in and I can't breathe. The man that changed my life, that doesn't look like me. In a perfect world, the black heavyweight champion of the world, the white little Jewish girl from Far Rockaway, New York. We were right here. He hit my heart. I could not breathe. I walked away. My mother goes up to him, puts her arm around his neck and goes, Mr. Muhammad, how are you? I'm Veenie Lieberman from Queens. And my daughter's the greatest of all times. And he goes, listen, lady, there's only one greatest of all time, and it's me. And she goes, yeah, well, Mr. Muhammad, I know you're good, but my daughter, so embarrassed. One of those mother moments. I'm sure you go through it. And he asked me to come over, and I'm like, my heart is just jumping. And I look at him. I saw the pictures. I'll show it to you. And he says, your mom says you're good. And I'm like, no, Mr. Muhammad, I'm not. I'm the greatest of all times. And he looks at me and he goes, there's two of us? I go, yeah. And I hit people too. He goes, I'm asking you to stop hitting people. I go, you hit people? He goes, I get paid to hit people. I'm arguing with Muhammad Ali, my hero. And he knew that I was just fraudulent. And he said, there's not a day that will ever go by that I'm not in your life. That man took me under his wing. He taught me about racism. He taught me about, the perils and the disappointment of the black community. He said to me, Nancy, God made you special. And eloquently, I went, you know God too? You know everyone. That's amazing. Okay, that actually happened. I'm a little embarrassed. Hopefully those cameras are not working. And from that day forth, December of 1979, Muhammad Ali was every step of the way for me. He taught me about philanthropy. He said, there's two people in life. There's givers and there's takers. I want you to be the giver. Ladies and gentlemen, today, Tiger 21, they're the champions. You're the people's champ. You're the givers, because we don't get to do this with these people, with our family, without you. It just doesn't happen. Ali said to respect everybody but fear nobody. I am not afraid to be different. I'm not afraid to coach men. I'm not afraid to win. I'm not afraid to come back to Phoenix and hope that people still remember me. Thank you, Vanessa. I'm not afraid. I will ask everybody on this court, you don't know your destiny. You don't. But if you have a positive mindset, if you have a belief system, everything is possible. Because in a perfect world, I should not be here in front of you. I am such a lucky, blessed person. And, it said in the script by Cynthia that I did this and I coached here. Dudes, Ice Cube's my boss, okay? And he calls me his spirit animal. And I went, that's good, right? Like, I'm a spirit animal? And I had to go check with people, like, that's good. And as Cube says to me, and I love him, I love this man. He's iconic. He's kind. He's a great husband. He's a great father. He's somebody great to work for. He's confident. He's humble. He has gratitude. Those are the people you want to be around in life. And as Cube said to me about a year and a half ago, he goes, Nancy, we are so much alike. We had given him an award at my charity's Dream Ball. And he goes, Nancy and I are two of the same. And everybody kind of looked like, really? He says, I'm black, she's white. She's from New York. I'm from the West Coast. She's East Coast. I know he wanted to say he's young and I'm old. I think he wanted to really say that, but he kind of slid it in there. He says, in life, you got to go through things. Sometimes you got to go over things. Sometimes you got to go around things. Sometimes you got to go under things. And sometimes, Vanessa, you just got to go through things. And that's what we do here today with our city, our mayor, our council people, our amazing police officers, our friends. Tiger 21, sometimes we just have to go through things, and we go through things together because we're stronger in numbers. He didn't know I'm gonna have that car at my hotel later. But what I will say in closing, agree, I'm gonna quiz you. Agree, disagree, align. I'm a minimalist. Agree, disagree. We don't have to agree on everything. Align. When we leave, we're aligned in what we want to do in life. We want to be kind. We want to lead with love. We want to reach out to people because you never know what's going on in somebody's life. As I've said before, smile. Everybody smile at me. Let me see your teeth. And no judgment if you don't have teeth. Let me see. Everybody smile. Guys, let me see you smile. My smile makes you smile. It doesn't cost anything. And it's a love language. If I'm walking on the street and I'm like miserable, I'm giving a message to you. But if I see you, I see a police officer and I'm smiling, he or she's going to smile back. And I would like to ask the police department, if you have an extra taser, because my son is 6'9", and I could really use it for health and wellness. Clean your room. Just kidding. Okay, I joke a lot. Okay, so again, in closing, I just want to thank Tiger 21, y'all, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. We want to do this again, and I'll keep my stories shorter, I promise. But just be well. God bless each and every one of you, and thank you for allowing me to come back home.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you for taking the time to share some really incredible stories with us. And with that, again, thank you to everyone who joined us. I'm going to ask our dignitaries and our youth and teens who are with us today to join Nancy over for our ribbon cutting. Thank you so much, everyone.